Hey, what's going on, everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here, back today with another daily crypto update. As per usual, I'm going to be going over Bitcoin, Ethereum, LITECOIN, Ripple, Neo, Vertcoin, Monero, Amisego, and LISK. All of those in that order in a more detailed technical analysis on TradingView in just a second. But first, I'm going to cover the what's been going on in the past 24 hours, with the general market and the altcoins. So Bitcoin has been acting pretty flat here, experiencing some consolidation after the pullback that it had yesterday. Other than that, a little bit more green than red overall in the altcoin market. As far as the bigger outliers go, Litecoin is having a very good day here, up about 10%. So a bit of a spike that was pretty unexpected. And LISK is also experiencing something very similar. So, as for Litecoin, just to talk about it really quickly here, I'll get into more detail, of course, in the technical analysis. But why is Litecoin up? Because this does pertain to, a lot of the altcoins and what could happen after the hard fork. But I think that, there's no real clear reason why it's up today. Now, it has been added on, Litecoin has been added on one of the bigger South Korean exchanges, so that definitely could help. There was also a pretty massive buy order that spiked up the price today. But other than that, it's mainly just a bit of a pit stop for, day traders and swing traders that, now are temporarily moving out of Bitcoin. And Litecoin is sort of the default place to put it, as Bitcoin, of course, is experiencing some uncertainty because of the hard fork, and Ethereum as well is experiencing some uncertainty. So Litecoin is sort of the safe haven right now. So I think that this is a good sign for, Bitcoin. It shows that money wants to flow back into it. Now, this bounce might not hold just yet. It could definitely and probably will fall back a bit until the fork. Now, after the fork, I do expect money to flow back in pretty seriously, but I will be making a video on what I think will happen with Bitcoin and, the altcoin. So 2 videos coming out today for, some post-fork predictions. So keep a lookout for that. Otherwise, I'm going to get right into the technical analysis here, starting off with Bitcoin. So as you can see, a little bit, of a bounce here. It held the low of, let's see, 6,900. Bounced nicely off that. What do I expect to happen here in the next couple days? Probably a bit of consolidation. We have a little bit of an upper wick, which shows that it's probably not ready to, make a move higher again just yet. And the indicators are now pulling a bit lower. We did bounce a little bit off the uptrend line on the RSI. We'll see if that holds. MACD moving downwards, histogram moving downwards. So, of course, there probably won't be a massive drop before the Bitcoin hard fork, because the money will still be flowing into Bitcoin until that happens, but probably a bit of consolidation here in the next couple days. Moving over to Ethereum now. Let's see, wasn't able to have a great day here as Litecoin did, unfortunately. Now, it fell a bit lower, hit this uptrend line, bounced off that, which is something that I called, I think, in my previous daily crypto update. You can go and check that out. But yeah, this is sort of what I was expecting, of course, with the weakness in the altcoin market because of the hard fork. Wasn't very likely that Ethereum was going to hold that well, and it did dip back. Now, this isn't, worrisome in any kind of way as of right now. It's kind of testing the uptrend line on the RSI as well. We'll see if it can sort of bounce off that. MACD not giving us much indications in a symmetrical triangle pattern as well over here. And what do I expect to happen with Ethereum in the next couple of days, moving up until the hard fork? Definitely some weakness. Hopefully, though, it can just hold an uptrend along this uptrend line, staying in this symmetrical triangle pattern. It's obviously facing some difficulties with the middle band, so we could see a dip maybe lower if it really experiences some some extra weakness. But for now, we can just expect it to hold and possibly a bit of a dip if this middle band really creates some issues. But the Bollinger Bands are contracting, so there's obviously going to be some consolidation ahead, it looks like, for Ethereum. Moving over to Litecoin here, the big mover of today. Now, as you can see, I had drawn out my, uptrend lines, downtrend lines, all that good stuff. But this is not something that I really expected. Now, as you can see, what happened is, we had our consolidation candlestick here yesterday. And today it really just basically got a massive breakout. Now, the good thing with what happened is, well, already for one, it repaired a lot of the damage that was going on with the chart, right? We now have crossed over on the MACD, on the histogram as well, broke out of, all these resistance levels on the RSI like it did with the price. So we're now above, both the downtrend line and the uptrend line, which is really good. We're out of this whole messy pattern and whole, bunch of resistance here. So that's really good that that's out of the way, right? And it's going to clear up a lot of room for, possibly a bounce after the hard fork. What do I expect it to do now in the next coming days? It could get a little bit of an extra bounce, maybe come and test the 65 level if there's really going to be much more money flowing in to Litecoin. It did put a high of 63.71 today, so, it's kind of hard to tell. But overall, I expect it to, kind of just trend above the uptrend line over here for the most part, going into the fork and kind of just holding on that, which would be, really good actually. I wouldn't want anything more than that for right now. That would be definitely satisfactory. So, as you can see right now, it's at around $59, this uptrend line. And of course, it's possible that it would dip a bit lower, but that would mean going back under the uptrend line, which I don't really see happening. I've been seeing some people calling for 55 here in the next couple of days, but that would be a pretty significant pullback from the big breakout that it had. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen just yet. At least it's not looking that likely as of right this second. But I'll definitely keep you updated. Overall, Litecoin, though, looking very good here coming into the fork, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. Like I said, with my post fork prediction for both Bitcoin and the altcoins. Moving over now to good old Ripple. This one has been quite the cryptocurrency here in the past couple of days. So let's see. MACD looking good with a nice crossover. The RSI now moving back into the uptrend level. This is actually a really nice sign to see after this sort of dip below that in the past couple days. So indicators are actually looking both decently, actually quite well here. And as far as the price action goes, of course we're still going to deal with this consolidation and range of in between these two black lines here. The lower one, of course, being the support level, and the upper one, the resistance level. Now today, it was just a relatively, flat doji candlestick, and kind of, in between the middle, the upper Bollinger Band and the bottom Bollinger Band. Now we are back above the middle band, the brown line, which is currently at 20 cents. That's a really good sign as well. So it seems like there's some decent strength here coming into the hard fork for Ripple. Now, of course, the hard fork isn't just yet, right? It's around November 16th, but still, it's looking pretty good here. It's setting up nicely. This is kind of what I expected to happen, is trend above the uptrend line, which is the more bullish thing that it could do. So that's definitely a positive, and I kind of just expect it to continue this up until the hard fork, right? So slowly grind along the uptrend line right over here. Definitely looking better than a couple days ago. Some technical repaired also as well. So looking pretty good for Ripple. Next up, we have NEO. Let's see, NEO, a little bit of consolidation today. So quite flat, it's testing this uptrend line over here. What's good with NEO is it did break out of this downtrend line, which is already a positive. Now, of course, not all the indicators are looking great. We dipped back below this uptrend line for the histogram. That's not the best sign. RSI, not really telling us much, kind of flat, not really looking that pretty here. But as far as the price action goes, where do I see it kind of heading in the next couple days? For NEO here, it does seem to have some added weakness, so it may just break through in a very flat way this uptrend line over here and kind of just trade in this $26 area, get some more consolidation, or it'll just kind of grind up along the uptrend line. Probably one of those two things. Really depends on how much strength it has, though. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that one. Moving over now to our next one, which is going to be VertCoin. Let's see what's been going on with VertCoin. A little bit of a pullback today. Now, unfortunately, this marks our first day since, the top that we put in here of being and trading below the middle band, right? Currently sitting at $3.66. Obviously, that's going to be some added resistance now. It's going to create, some weakness probably. Now, we did hold this $3.30, let's see, what was this? $3.36 support line that I drew, right? This red line. It's going to be very important to see if we can really stand above that. If we do end up dipping a bit lower, it'll probably get bought up pretty quickly at this point. There's quite a bit of support in those lower ranges. So I really don't see this going, lower than $3. But right now it's holding this $3.36 level really well. I expect that to continue. Of course, now the indicators have more or less turned bearish here, at least for the short term. I'm still bullish on Vertcoin, but in the short term, indicators are definitely, pretty much completely bearish now, with the MACD moving downwards, histogram moving downwards, RSI broke out of the uptrend and moving downwards. So as far as the price action goes, this is pretty much just a bit of a consolidation candlestick. Of course, a little bit of a drop here, but like I said, we're kind of just going to probably really see if we can hold this $3.36 level, and then see how it's going to act with the pressure that's going to come in from this middle band. Of course, the Bollinger Bands will probably start contracting now as well, so that'll create a bit more of a range here for Vertcoin. And yeah, probably a little bit of consolidation here in the near future. People have asked me what I think will happen with Vertcoin. Apparently they have a halvening in, I guess, a month or so. Can it get a run up after the altcoin bounce? I might cover that in my altcoin video. I might also make a video specifically on Vertcoin, with the halvening. So we'll just have to wait and see, but I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that for sure. Moving over to our next cryptocurrency being Monero. Let's see, Monero has actually had a really good day yesterday. Fortunately, a little bit of consolidation here. Now, what's interesting is it bounced off this support line that I added yesterday, which is the black line that's in the middle here. And that's really good to see. I was pretty accurate on that support level right there. So that's where it decided to get the bounce. And like I said yesterday, I kind of expected probably to bounce here in this shorter range now. So between this black line over here at 103 and this black line, which is the support level at $93 in the next couple days. Indicators not really telling us all that much right now. Of course, it didn't get the complete breakout, which would be this break of like 103, 105, which would really put us into, maybe start climbing up more towards the all-time highs. But that's fine, if we get a bit of consolidation in this higher range, that's good, a good sign, I would say, going into the hard fork, where after that we could possibly break out and really get a bit more of a powerful upward move. So definitely a good sign that it's trading in this tighter but higher range than this 105 to 79, which we had just a couple days ago, right? So definitely an improvement on the chart for Monero, which is a good thing. And let's see, Omisego. Let's see what's been going on with that one. Okay, so Omisego, definitely putting in a bit of a range here and consolidating quite a bit. So I'll go ahead and update that really quickly. So now we have, a bit of a range forming right around this $5, I guess, and 93. Oh, let's see. Yeah, $5 and I guess around 93 cents. That's going to be a sort of support level here in the short term. Now we do also have a bit of a resistance here in this upper area, around $6.77. So this is very tight range. Probably going to trade in this in the next couple days. Could dip a bit lower. It really depends on how much strength it has. Seems like the MACD wants to cross over a bit, but this wouldn't be that powerful of a crossover as of right now. We got a little bit of a pullback towards the downtrend line over here. We'll see if we can get a bounce off that. Mostly a lot of consolidation for Omisego. It's going to face some resistance from the middle band, currently at $7. So we'll have to wait and see, just to see the strength that it has, and if it's going to make, a bit of a direction in we're not sure up to the upside or the downside, but we'll have to wait and see on which side it'll sort of break in the next couple days. Moving over to our final cryptocurrency of today, that's going to be LISK, yet another one that's having a really good day. Sort of like LITECOIN here, a lot of technicals that were damaged but are now repaired. The MACD is, slowly moving back up. That's good to see. Not too significant for right now, but that's fine. Histogram now looking at, RSI looking really good here now that we broke out of this short-term downtrend that we had. And in fact, even putting in now a bit of a, let's see, short-term uptrend, which I'll go ahead and draw for you right over here, and we'll see if that can hold. But other than that, what happened over here with the price and all the downtrend and uptrend lines, well, basically, we had a lot of consolidation, and it managed to, really just break through a lot of this resistance, like LITECOIN, right, which is a little bit of a miraculous move. But definitely a good thing, especially coming into the hard fork now. It seems to be struggling a little bit on this higher level here, but hopefully it can hold this $4.95 support line over here now, and it'll have this uptrend line, which will be yet another level of added support. So it should just start hopefully holding above these levels and slowly come around, uptrend a little bit over here in this $5.15 area. I think for the next couple of days is where it'll be, and slowly kind of just climb up this uptrend line, hopefully. But yeah, a lot of technicals that are now repaired, and a lot of resistance that's out of the way here, clearing up maybe some room for a bounce after the hard fork. So definitely looking good for LISK. And otherwise, this completes my daily crypto update. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. I thank you for watching this video, and have a great day.